And messing with me over there. Uhuru. Just want to express my appreciation for being here today, African Liberation Day. I'm glad Binga spoke before me, because what Binga was talking about was how the imperialists have organization. They have their propaganda arm, the newspapers, because they act almost like part of the state. They have the police, they have the courts, but all of that is part of organization. It's organized. And that's what we need, organization. And we got one. We got a revolutionary organization, the African People's Socialist Party. Now, before I spoke, Binga spoke about the agitation and propaganda department, Uhuru News. Aisha Fields talked about APDEP, but all of those couldn't be possible without the African People's Socialist Party, an organization of professional revolutionaries, just like the chairman said. We don't care if you're teachers, ditch diggers, whatever you do, that might be your job, but our profession is revolution. We are African internationalists, because we recruit Africans from all over the world. That's why it's the African People's Socialist Party in the United Kingdom. That's why it's the African People's Socialist Party in Sierra Leone. And that's why it's going to be African People's Socialist Parties in other parts of Africa, and we're building in Belgium right now. That's why it's the African People's Socialist Party in D.C., as part of the African People's Socialist Party USA. So I'm here to tell you right now that if you liked everything you heard about APDEP, the programs that APDEP is building, if you liked what you heard about how we do our mass work in the International People's Democratic Uhuru Movement, then you might be interested in joining the African People's Socialist Party. Now, everybody is not a professional revolutionary. We understand that, but we want the best sons and daughters of Africa to join this organization and become professional revolutionaries. We have to do that. And we got a really rich history of struggle that you should really be interested in being a part of. A lot of y'all probably don't know this, but before the African People's Socialist Party existed, our chairman, Omali Shatella, was the head of a branch of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee in 1966. And in the city of St. Petersburg, Florida, where he was the head of that organization, there was a lot of struggle going on around the economic conditions of the African community. And the chairman was leading that struggle. And in the midst of that struggle, there were demonstrations going on in the city of St. Petersburg at St. Petersburg City Hall on a regular basis. And the way I understand the story went, this North American insulted one of these an African woman that was down there at City Hall. And City Hall in St. Pete is very interesting. It's like a white town, you know what I'm saying? It's 40-some thousand African people out of 250-some thousand people. So in City Hall, right in the middle of the stairway, as you walk up the steps, they had this grotesque mural of African people serenading these white people on the beach. So one of the demands of this movement by SNCC was to remove that mural out of City Hall. And they refused. And on that day, in December 1966, who is now the chairman of the African People's Socialist Party, Omali Shatella, he took that mural out of City Hall along with several other members of SNCC and drug it down the street, taking it back to the African community. And that's the kind of bold, the kind of bold and rich history that we have. The chairman served almost 2 years in prison for that. He finally got it overturned. But the chairman is the person who started the African People's Socialist Party. The chairman founded the International People's Democratic Uhuru Movement, and he recruited other professional revolutionaries to be part of this organization. So I need to spend a lot of time telling you about something that we're doing very, very soon, because I don't have a lot of time. This is a project that we're doing this summer from July the 9th to August the 9th. It's called the St. Petersburg Freedom Summer Project, and you need to be a part of it. This project is going to be bringing in students, activists, people who are interested in justice and fighting for justice to come into the city of St. Petersburg, Florida, the city of African resistance, and help us build some programs. African People's Free Child Care Collective, community gardening, getting involved in what Nabinga was talking about in the agitation and propaganda department. So we got a lot of things that we want to make happen. And at the end of this project, we're going to be building for the Black Community Convention that's going to bring African people from the city of St. Petersburg into one big meeting where we're going to vote and discuss the programs that we've been organizing for up to the Black Community Convention and really change the relationships of power in the city of St. Petersburg. So I think that's a really exciting project. Who thinks that's a really exciting project to make happen? But we need you to be part of that. Now, we're asking you to pay your own way to St. Pete, but we're going to feed you and house you. So, yeah, you can't beat that deal, Aisha. You can't. You can't. But this is a really important project. You heard the chairman talk about how 3 cops got killed in 1 month span from January 29th to February 21st of this year. A security guard just got killed last week, by the way. That's a whole nother matter, but it's tied to that resistance of the African community. And what revolutionaries have to do is direct this resistance into revolutionary resistance. And that's the job of the African People's Socialist Party, to recruit other revolutionaries to do this work. So I really want to encourage people. Gaida is passing out the flyer. We have the sign-up sheet for the African people, the St. Petersburg Freedom Summer Project. Binga is holding it up right over there. Do not leave this room without signing up for the summer project. Don't leave here without doing that. We have other information about the African People's Socialist Party, and also we got the Burning Spear newspaper on the table and DVDs. Binga, can you hold up the chairman's latest book? It's One Party, One People, One Destiny. That's the latest book by the chairman, Omali Shatella. We want you to get that book, get the DVDs, and join the African People's Socialist Party, join this revolution to move our people forward. So I want to express my appreciation. Please sign up for the summer project. I'm going to be right over there at that table. We also got posters that you can purchase for sale. And also, we got, if you just want to be on the contact list, do that as well. But I want to express my appreciation to the forces in Washington for making the ALD happen, and forward to St. Pete and the summer project. Uhuru.